Hey, it's Mr. Wilson. Today I'm going to share a storyboard with you that was submitted to me by a group who wanted to do this production. We're just going to take a look at it and then we're going to discuss it after we've looked at it. Here's page 1 of their storyboard, and as we see, we start with a full-length shot. Abdul walks into the classroom and Abdul says, "Hey, what is up, Jason?" Then we go to a waist shot of Jason and Jason says, "Nothing, what's up with you?" Then we go to a waist shot of Abdul. Abdul says, "I'm about to steal Mr. Wilson's wallet." Then we go to a waist shot of Jason. Jason says, "Don't do that." And then there's an ellipses, rubber chicken. That means he's skipping part of the line of dialogue because there's not enough room to write it, and that's fine. Then we go to a waist shot of Abdul, and Abdul says, "Rubber chickens don't hurt," because Jason said, "Don't do that, or else you'll probably be hit by the rubber chicken," or something like that. The next shot is a waist shot of Jason, and Jason says, "Okay, you go," ellipses, "it will hurt, probably you go ahead. I don't think you should, but when you get beat by the rubber chicken, it will hurt." So here's the back side of their storyboard, the second page. We have a knee shot of Abdul stealing the wallet, and Abdul says, "I told you I'm not scared." Then we have a waist shot of Mr. Wilson coming in late. I guess I'm sweating, or am I crying? I don't know. And Mr. Wilson says, "Okay, sorry I'm late." Then we have a waist shot of Mr. Wilson, and he says, "Well," ellipses, "let me get my wallet." Then we have a waist shot of Mr. Wilson finding his wallet, or I guess not finding it. Mr. Wilson says, "Hey, who took my wallet?" And then we have a CS of Jason, and Jason says, "Abdul did it, and I warned him." Then we fade out, and Abdul says, "No." Okay, so why am I sharing this storyboard with you? Pause for a second and see if you can come up with that answer. I'm sharing it with you because it is so very, very wrong and not done well. If you give me something like this, I will stare at you in bewilderment. You should know, even if you haven't seen the storyboarding format video, how wrong this is for a number of different reasons, but especially if you've watched the formatting storyboard video, you should know what's wrong. So we're going to review what exactly is wrong here. Let's take a look at the very first shot. Okay, who can tell me what's wrong here? First off, stick figures. Please, no stick figures. Stick figures do not give you perspective. I know it's hard for me, but you can't draw stick figures. I don't want stick figures. Another thing that's wrong, what is an FS? Nothing. There's an FLS, which is a full-length shot. There is an LS, which is a long shot. I'm not sure what he means this to be. Looks to me like a long shot. Another thing, Abdul, his name should be in all caps underneath the picture when he's talking. Not Abdul walks in the classroom, he can have that not in all caps, but Abdul, colon, that should be in all caps. Another thing, hey, comma, that's an interjection. Hey, comma, what is up, Jason? Question mark, because that is a question. Alright, the next shot, waist shot of Jason. Look at that drawing. What is that? That's a tripod man? That's not a waist shot. Jason should be in all caps, question mark after what's up with you. There should be an apostrophe in what's. But we also haven't seen Jason yet. An establishing shot needs to show us what? Who's there, what they're doing, where they are, etc. We can't see one person and then see another person in a different shot unless we've seen them together already. We haven't seen them together. The next thing we can do is go to a waist shot of Abdul. Again, stick figure. Mr. Wilson's wallet, that's possessive. It should have an apostrophe and a period at the end. Another thing you should have noticed is, where are our close-ups? ESCUES. Establishing shot shows us where we are, who's there, what they're doing. This doesn't. Then after you do that, we should be on close-ups. No reason to not be on close-ups here. We need to be on close-ups. The next thing is WS Jason. Is that a waist shot? No. That's a full-length stick figure. Then WS Abdul. Is that a waist shot? Again, No. And what's up with those legs? I have no idea. The next shot, waist shot of Jason. Whoa! What is that headroom? What is that shot all about? We still have yet to see a single close-up. Onto the second page. Okay, now we have a knee shot of Abdul stealing the wallet. Now this would be an example of why you would want to go long. We probably would want to have a longer shot of someone going up to the desk to take the wallet. However, that's not a knee shot, and the perspective is completely wrong. It doesn't have to be a beautiful picture, but I need to see that you don't actually think that a mini little stick figure is going to go up and steal a wallet from a desk. That's just ridiculous. Then the next picture is a waist shot of Mr. Wilson coming in. Again, that would be an okay time to be long because someone's coming in. But I'd need to see Mr. Wilson coming into the classroom, probably in a longer shot than a waist shot, and that is drawn as a longer shot as a waist shot. So that's not a waist shot. The next shot is WS Mr. Wilson. Again, headroom. Yikes. Oh, back to, okay, sorry, I am late. I, the pronoun, should be capitalized. I can't believe that students don't know this. Then the next shot is a WS of Mr. Wilson. Hey, who took my wallet? Should have a question mark. That drawing is pretty bizarre. If that were the only bad drawing, I'd be like, well, okay, I guess that's your drawing of Mr. Wilson looking for his wallet. Then we go to a CS of Jason. Who can tell me what a CS is? I don't know. Can anyone answer that question? A close shot, I guess he's thinking? There's no such thing as a CS. A close up, but the drawing isn't even a close up, it's an extreme close up, or ECU. I don't know why we would see an ECU of Jason for this shot, especially because we haven't seen him in a while. All of a sudden we see an extreme close up of him, it would be weird and jarring. And then the last shot is, well, I don't know, because he didn't label the kind of shot. Looks to me like a long shot, and it looks to me like, I guess Mr. Wilson is chasing Abdul with a rubber chicken, but there's no description of what's happening in that shot either. So this storyboard is just god-awful. There's not a single medium close-up in the entire script. There's just so much wrong with this storyboard that if you hand me something like this, I am going to know that you couldn't have watched that storyboarding format video and been paying attention. So if you haven't watched it, watch it and pay attention. If you watched it but aren't sure exactly how to storyboard and think that this is okay, rewatch that video. It's really important that your formatting is correct. If they made this video as they storyboarded it, it would be a horrible video. What they did is they redid the storyboard and the script after I told them how wrong it was. And they actually made a very good video. Not excellent, but pretty good. So you need to know the formatting I want, the specific requirements that I want, ESCUES, no stick figures, no horrible headroom. Make sure your storyboards look good. Good luck.